Trust His timing and keep the faith. Miracles happen. Today is a day of rejoicing, for it marks the first step that every learner must undertake to open up to another important stage of their lives. Despite the challenges we face, we survived. After a year of distance learning amid COVID-19 pandemic, it has really changed everything around the world, from our basic routinary way of living to celebration of big events, has suddenly transferred into what we call new normal. The most awaited time of our dear parents and their children. Finally, it's over. Ladies and gentlemen, proudly presents the virtual graduation ceremony of Hingatungan Elementary School for this school year 2020-2021 with a theme: strengthening the quality education amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
May I request everyone to stand for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem by multimedia presentation. Please remain standing for the opening prayer by Fritz S. Tan, followed by the regional hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, telas ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magtitindig, lupa ng araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya na pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Panginoon, aming makapangyarihan at mapagmahal na Ama, pinupuri ka namin sapagkat Ikaw ang Diyos na pinagmula ng lahat ng bagay, ang Diyos na may-ari ng aming buhay. Purihin ka at itaas namin ang iyong pangalan. Salamat po sa pagkakataong ito, gayon din sa lahat ng mga kaalamang aming natutunan. Salamat po sa aming mga magulang, ang kanilang walang sawang pagsasakripisyo at pagmamahal sa amin, lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya na silang nagsisilbing tagapagdaloy sa aming pag-aaral. Salamat po sa aming punong guro at mga guro sa kanilang walang pagod sa paggabay sa amin sa iba't ibang kaalaman sa kagandahang asal. Patuloy niyo po kaming gabayan, lalo na sa panahong ito, naway gawin mo kaming mga instrumento upang inyong pag-ibig ay patuloy na mananatili sa lahat ng panahon ng aming buhay. Ang lahat pong ito ay aming hinihiling sa dakilang pangalan ni Jesus, ang iyong bugtong na anak, aming Diyos at tagapagligtas. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Transformation. You hear it, treasure of the land. Lifted eastern Messiahs, racing towards excellence, we show the path as we hold the course on the graded way onward to victory. Thereof the race pilgrim of the heart, down prancing God's eternal vine, the long and endless line. Lifted eastern Messiahs, leading God to guide us, we make the sun hearken to the call of becoming treasure of the land. Lifted eastern Messiahs, racing towards excellence, we show the path as we hold the course on the graded way onward to victory.
This time, let us lend our ears to Miss Abigail L. Uran for her welcome remarks.
Despite the health crisis brought by COVID-19 pandemic, education must continue. Honored guest, beloved Public Schools District Supervisor, Mrs. Edna J. Innocentes, beloved school head and confirming official, Mrs. Linya P. Bagin, dear teachers, Barangay Council headed by Honorable Alberto M. Orias, dear parents, fellow graduating students, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning. Please receive my sincerest greetings and the heartfelt expression of thanks to each and everyone for being with us on the occasion of our virtual graduation rites today. Your presence is a manifestation of recognizing our struggle and the hard toil in the elementary level. We are very glad because the Almighty God has granted us the opportunity to reap the fruit of our labor and to say goodbye to our alma mater, the Hingatungan Elementary School, which gives us the true meaning and importance of education. My dear fellow graduating students, have you asked yourselves why there is a graduation ceremony in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic? This is because we love education. We truly love education because it prepares us with life's challenges, constant changes and technology. This year's theme, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic, encourages and motivates us to strive more, to continue our studies even when trials come, like what we are experiencing now. I believe that through our collaborative efforts, we can overcome anything. On behalf of the graduating class, allow me to express my deepest thanks and gratitude to our dear parents who serve as our learning facilitators, and to our dear teachers for their inspiration and guidance during this crisis. At this juncture, I heartily and warmly welcome you all to this virtual graduation ceremony. Thank you very much. To God be the glory.
At this juncture, let us all hear the virtual messages from our DepEd Secretary, Leonor M. Brayunes, Regional Director, Dr. Maria Gemma M. Ledesma, and Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Janice S. Morelius.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
My warmest congratulations to the graduates of Batch 2021. Today marks another milestone in your lifelong journey in achieving your dreams and successes in life. Finishing your basic education in the midst of pandemic was quite challenging. The shift from the normal to the current situation was a complete change for all of us. The process of keeping abreast with the latest trends in education was not easy, but you did your best in dealing with the challenges of the new normal. This year's graduation theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, highlights DepEd's commitment to provide inclusive and quality education while ensuring the safety of the teachers and learners from the health risks of COVID-19. My dear graduates, you have proven your resilience by braving the threats of the global health crisis in furtherance of useful and productive learning. I congratulate you for your courage and genuine commitment to contribute to nation building by continuously improving your skills and competence through quality basic education. To the champions of education, the tireless teachers, generous stakeholders, and loving parents, this occasion marks another unmistakable example that everything is possible when we unite and pool our resources together. I sincerely thank you for your commitment and inspiration in exploring the most sustainable ways of supporting the learning continuity of our learners in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. Dear graduates, the road ahead is full of uncertainties. Press forward. Let your dreams and aspirations be your guide toward achieving the fullest potentials and building a strong nation for the Filipino youth. Once again, congratulations and Godspeed.
To the class of 2021, let me start by saying, I am very proud of you. You are epic. It has been a tough year, but you persevered. You have shown unprecedented resilience in these pandemic times. Overnight, COVID-19 has turned our world upside down, inside out, especially in education. From face-to-face classes, we shifted to remote learning through printed modules, learning activity sheets, audio-video lessons, radio-based instruction, and the use of digital platforms. Your life as a student had been made more challenging during the pandemic, and you may be disappointed about not having an in-person and formal graduation, but for certain, you will have the most unique stories to tell in the future about studying and graduating during the great pandemic of 2020-2021. This class will be famous in the history of the Department of Education. To our school leaders and teachers, I know that when you decided to become an educator, you couldn't have anticipated upending your years of training for face-to-face classes to making audio, video, and radio-based lessons, crafting learning activity sheets, printing and sorting modules, and totally reinventing the teaching practices you've learned and honed. It must have been difficult for you navigating this abrupt transition to an uncharted territory, and yet you sailed on with grit. You have gone to incredible lengths for education to continue. Thank you for going above and beyond your call of duty. To the parents and guardians of our learners, we know you have had your share of challenges in this new normal. While making sure you're able to put food in your table, you also took a new role as your children's learning facilitators. That is not easy, but you face it with dedication and strength. I admire that dedication, and I am grateful of your commitment and support. May I also thank all our educational partners. We would not have been able to sustain the delivery of instruction without your commitment and ongoing support. I am very appreciative of the tremendous contribution you gave to our basic education learning continuity plan. I believe there is always something to learn from everything that happens. If there is one lesson we can take away from this unique school year, it is that together we have responded to this challenge to the best of our ability and in the best interest of our learners, and this is what makes us all winners. God's blessings have been our strength throughout this school year. Congratulations, Abante, Southern Leyte.
This day will be noted as to be one of those rare and wonderful moments because of our invited guest, who is an alumnus of this institution and a pride of Hingatungan, Silago, Southern Leyte. Her name echoes the essence of dedication, commitment, and compassion. Her achievements, even when she was still a student, are truly commendable as they mirror her great sense of hard work and passion. Her non-compliance to mediocrity made an indelible mark in her educative history as she graduated with flying colors from elementary to college. Bold-spirited, she hurdled countless challenges in her professional career. In year 2014, she graduated Bachelor of Science in Management Accounting at the University of San Carlos, Cebu City, and took Bachelor of Laws at the same school. With her strong will and aspirations, she took and passed bar examination last 2018. She is a woman of many accomplishments. She became accounting staff in Dove Export International Avenue in 2014. The intern paralegal at the Rojo and Associates Law Office. Paralegal of Governor Gwin Garcia legal team election in 2019. And currently, she became a court recongestion officer of the Regional Trial Court Branch 83 in Mandaue City, part-time tutor in DYSY Language Academy, and notary public in Cebu City. Being a daughter of Mr. Independencio Kapangpangan and Mrs. Josefina D. Kapangpangan, is a glory she always keeps. Undoubtedly, she is a loving sister and a praiseworthy woman. A woman I personally admire because of her generous heart, caring spirit, and unconquerable principle. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Attorney Isis Jane D. Kapangpangan.
A pleasant morning to everyone. We're here to celebrate a new milestone, not only for these graduating students, but also to their respective teachers and parents. And for that, you guys deserved an applause. But before anything else, I would like to thank the faculty staff of the Hingatungan Elementary School for choosing me to be your speaker for today's event. So this year's commencement exercises has themed strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. So we're all aware unsa ang nahitabo karon and kahibaw ta unsa kalisod ang sitwasyon. Dili lang on the part sa atong mga estudyante nga galisod or ga-adjust sa bagong setup sa atong eskwelahan, pero kitang tanan galisod pag-adjust on how to make things better. But despite all the struggles and adjustments, we survived. And look at where you are now, graduating. And by next month, you will be entering another milestone in your life, and that is high school. Looking back years ago, I was once in your position. Though I didn't experience the modular type of education, but we also encountered more or less the same. If I remembered it correctly, there are times nga ipatawag ang among teachers kay naay meeting, patawag sa district. So, ang ilang buhaton is they will just have to give us assignments or exercises while they are away. And when they came back, ana pa nila i-check, i-assess if na ba may nakatunan. So maybe some of you might think nagpasayon rin jud ning mga maestra karon kay wa gud sila tudlo-tudlo or in that setup nga maghatag ra sila assignment or exercises. Wala ray kapoy on their part. But no, they also struggle. They have to balance their work kay dili naman purely pagtudlo ra ilang trabaho. They also have to make reports and all other obligations nga ihatag sa ilang head and supervisor. So, in every situation that we encounter, we have to look at the positive side. And in that case, they want us to learn in our own way. Pareha ra sad na karon. Although karon kay module-module naman jud ang paagi, we should learn it on our own. But we can ask the guidance of our teachers, our parents, or even friends. Take note, I use the word guidance. And dili ta dapat magsalig sa ilaha, especially sa pag-answer sa atong modules, wherein some of you might ask your parents, siblings, or friends nga sila na lang ang mo-answer sa inyong modules on your behalf. Kay ug gasalig gani ta nila for the sake of getting good grades, then you failed in life. That's cheating on yourself. Imo rang kaugalingon imong giiladana. So regardless of your score, so long as you did it by yourself, that's already an achievement that can be proud of. Always remember, you did not enter school just for the sake of graduating, but because you came with a vision. a desire with a purpose that goes beyond yourselves. Some of you might want to become a lawyer, a doctor, a police officer, a teacher, a seafarer, a nurse, an accountant, or any profession you can think of. But one thing is for sure. You all want to be successful, and that success comes with hard work. Why na successful sa pagpangupya o pagsalig sa uban? Bear in mind that hard work beats talents and intelligence. Maskin unsa ka pa ka-talented, maskin unsa ka pa ka-bright, wa ra jud kay maabot. Well, not necessarily wa jud kay maabot, pero lahi ra jud imong maabot ug porsigido ug magkugi ka. So let me tell you my story about how hard work can bring you to success. I have a classmate in undergrad studies who convinced me to take law entrance exam right after we graduated college. So, gatake ming tulo. And after we took the exam, I told them, "Og di man gani ko mo pasar ato, maybe next time na lang gyud ko mo start." They just told me, "Okay ra na sis, uy, pwede raman ka mag-probational. Ug di ka mo pasar sa entrance exam." Probational meaning you can still enter law school, but dapat wala kay hagubong sa first year. So, when we got our scores, ning pasara sad ko, but barely passing ra jud siya. While my two other companion, they got 90 plus. Like they got 97, 98. And of course, we're so happy at that time not knowing unsa among gisudlan. So while in law school, every one of us struggled. Even those who topped the respective board exams. I have a classmate nga top 1 sa nursing board exam, top 5 sa CPA board exam, top 10 sa engineering. But we still, they also struggled in law school. So, fortunately for me, I survived law school and the bar exam. Well, not because I am smart, but because of my determination, hard work, and of course, a lot of prayers from my prayer warriors. Ang katong akong duha ka companion, ang akong duha ka kauban, nga tag 90 plus ilang score, wa na sila ning padayon og law school. Kay gikapoy or for some other reasons. Basta I can say nga they are smart enough to conquer law school. But medyo gikapoy na siguro sila during the process. See? That's how hard work works. Do not say nga module raman mi good mi karon so wa kadyo koy nakatunan. No. It's your choice to learn. It's always a choice on how you want to learn. And do not be discouraged by the current setup. Instead, you should embrace this new normal kind of learning, and always choose to learn no matter how hard it is. And now, you are wearing that toga. That is one proof that you are up for challenge. You're wearing that toga not only because you've earned it, but because this school believes that you do. They believe that you can make it. You should take that challenge to the next level and make our alma mater proud. You are a graduate of Hingatungan Elementary School. And do not just say a public school raman good ang public school raman good ko nagskwela. Say it loud and proud. I am a graduate of a public school, and I can compete and prove to you all that regardless of where you came from, so long as you are determined and hardworking, you can achieve whatever you want in life. For now, Your accomplishments, no matter how small, you all deserve the heartiest of congratulations. Friends and families, please join me in giving all our graduates another big round of applause. Once again, maadjong buntag sa tanan and congratulations.
Moving on are the dedicated and compassionate teachers of Hingatungan Elementary School who are behind the success of the students.
Fulan Grace B. Reuterez. Catherine Joy T. Orpia. Kina C. Isaac. Jinky L. Crusader. Alan D. Catalua. Marisol S. Dolan. Mavi V. Isaac. Rowena T. Bacala. Inky F. Beloy. Mariah G. Tagnapas. Vivian Y. Yana. Esmeralda T. Beloy. Neil M. Liberty. Cherry May R. Baloan.
Mrs. Denia P. Bagen, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Hingatungan Elementary School this school year 2020-2021, composed of 9 boys and 16 girls who have satisfactorily completed the elementary course as prescribed by the Department of Education this 16th of July in the year of our Lord 2021.
Mrs. Dinya P. Bagen, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Hingatungan Elementary School this school year 2020-2021, composed of 12 boys and 11 girls who have satisfactorily completed the elementary course as prescribed by the Department of Education this 16th of July in the year of our Lord 2021.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the school's Division Superintendent, Division of Southern Leyte, and with the presentation and certification by the class advisors that these 21 males and 27 females, a total of 48 students of the elementary school, have satisfactorily completed the elementary education curriculum prescribed by the Department of Education. I hereby confirm their graduation and therefore they are entitled to receive elementary certificate. Congratulations and mabuhay. By the authority delegated to me by the Honorable Secretary of Education, Leonor Magtulis Brayones, through our DepEd Regional Office 8, Regional Director Maria Gemma Mercado Ledesma, and our school's Division Superintendent, Dr. Janice S. Morales, I hereby declare the following students of Hingatungan Elementary School who are achievers this school year 2020-2021.
Leona Chris Lawrence Nadita with high honors. Ambrad Brittany Abdo with honors. Anas Natalie Claire Mandarin with honors. Banyasya Janmar Kagnaan with honors. De La Peña Ira Jane Tombo with honors. Elioran Abigail Pajares with honors. Guatas Mariangeli Fortaliza with honors. Ladica Phil Jacob Domingo with honors. La Grosa Rendili Doctama with honors. Of Francia Jeric Abdo, with honors. Orias Angeline Medico, with honors. Orias Brian Francis Orpio, with honors. Orias Rubian Abuyan, with honors. Paganpan Angel Siranyo, with honors. Pakig Julian Rose Ranario, with honors. Paraiso Christine Jean Donaire, with honors. Suwan Kairamia Lariba, with honors. Somalinog Jaika Cristilu Hapson, with honors. Tan Alvin Beloy, with honors. Tan Fritz Saison, with honors. Toslok Marquita Dayo, with honors.
Anas Junabel Aquino, Ansali Richelle May Maukoy, Ansali Rico Dimiao, Candilosas Mardonio Amoro, Rosada Shane Jan Orias, Dagundon Gisame Villegas, Dagundon Ronilo Villegas, Dolorito Janres, Fortaleza Justin Rilavante, Lariba Ilian Raven, Maupoy Maylin Gumpan, Maupoy Sam Deshali, Mundihar Nicole Orsabian, Musiko Irene Joy, Oliva Ginilin Faildilan, Pabuaya Jimly Prima, Pabuaya Lara Angela Labajo, Paganpan Christine Jean Empleo, Papong Rian Lizzie Hadlukon, Prima Chloe Alexis Tayo, Rivera Adrian Torion, Siranio Jodilisa Fortaleza, Siranio Rigi Troyo, Troyo Harold Tumol, Tulang Janray Ontal, Tulang Louis J. Ontal, Yana Louie Padel.
Now, let us hear a message commencement from Chris Lawrence Aliorna, graduate with high honors.
Honored guest, beloved Public Schools District Supervisor, Mrs. Edna J. Inocentes, beloved school head and confirming official, Mrs. Dinya P. Bagin, dear teachers, Barangay Council headed by Honorable Alberto M. Orias, dear parents, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning. Today is our graduation day. This is the day that the Lord has made for us. Let us rejoice and be glad, for we have finally completed our elementary education. We are reaping the fruit of our labor despite the health crisis that we are now facing. As we can see the happy faces of the graduates, the more we can see the happy faces of the parents and our teachers who have jointly sacrifices for the realization of our ambitions. Thank you, dear parents, for your untiring support, for always being there as our learning facilitator during these trying times. Thank you, dear teachers, for patiently guiding us along the way. Truly, your efforts have come to vivid reality as we celebrate this memorable day. It is not easy to say farewell after 7 long years to sweet and memorable association. But go we must, for our tenure of stay in Hingatungan Elementary School is over. Very soon, we will make our very first leap to another ladder of education. Let our graduation theme be our inspiring words to pursue our studies and face every challenge that may come our way, especially in this time of pandemic coupled with trust and faith in God. A grateful heart now bids goodbye to our alma mater, from whose fountain of knowledge imbibed deeply. Farewell, wherever we are, the memory of our dear alma mater will spur us to greater achievements. To all, a pleasant goodbye, thank you, and God bless us.
At this moment, let us all hear the closing remarks from our school understudy, Mrs. Aileen T. Catalunya.
Good day, everyone. On behalf of Hingatungan Elementary School, congratulations, both the graduates with their families and friends who had helped us arrive at this moment, especially this time of pandemic. Let me also express my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the parents, learning facilitators, stakeholders who help us in delivering instructions in this distance learning delivery modality. Without you, education is impossible in this time of pandemic. Thank you so much. Dear graduates, may this event motivate each one of you to continue your education even this time of crisis, because Deep Ed will try its best to deliver education with the promise that no child is left behind. Congratulations and thank you.
Bago tuluyan lumisan sa ating paaralan, kayo ay tuluyan